Forest Ramble mini-match report.
Chelsea 2, Forest 0, and no real surprise with the result. Forest were always going to be up against it, trying to go to Chelsea and get a win or even a draw, to be honest. So overall, it was more about how Forest performed on the day than the actual result, and they performed pretty well. In the first half, they kept Chelsea at bay about as much as they could. The penalty was a penalty, Fox lunging in a bit on Loftus-Cheek. But Fabregas missed it in front of all the Forest fans in his final game for Chelsea. A great save as well from Luke Steele, who put in a very good performance, in fact, and might give Karanka something to think about given the uncertainty or the criticism that Kostel Pantilimon has received recently. So that was a positive to see Steele come into the team and perform well. As for the rest of the Forest side, everybody did a job and they all put in a performance. As much as you can expect, really, at Stamford Bridge against a top 6 Premier League team. And even though they made a few changes, Chelsea, you still had players like Fabregas, David Luiz, and even Eden Hazard came on just before half-time. So that shows you what you're up against, really. As for the Chelsea fans, you didn't hear a great deal from them. It was all Forest making the noise at Stamford Bridge. And the fans deserve a lot of credit for that. They were brilliant throughout the game, and the 3,000 or so who made their way down to London really made the most of the trip, and the players seem to appreciate that at the final whistle and after the game as well. So that was good to see. It was a solid performance and an encouraging one from Forest, given the recent uncertainty over Aitor Karanka's position. If there was a slight negative, it might have been that he could have thrown on the likes of Ryan Yates or Arvin Apaya on for the last 10 minutes, but I understand why Karanka didn't do that, because given the uncertainty over his position, you don't want to throw a load of youngsters into the team and suddenly you get rolled over by 4-5-0 and it's a demoralising defeat, and that certainly looks worse than losing 2-0. So that's understandable from Karanka. Overall, a good day out and a positive, plenty of positives to take from it from a Forest perspective. And it's now on to Saturday and Reading away.